Indian roll in a class we call Tomoe-nage, but you can translate that as cowboy Indian roll. You see it a lot in the movies. Well, what that is an example of judo. Master Chung has been able to compete in 2 world games and has 2 silver medals in judo, so we're very fortunate to be able to train underneath him. But I tell you, I need, Brooks, I need your help for just a second to help demonstrate the principles of judo. So I'm going to have Brooks throw Steve. Watch it, it's so easy. Have you guys seen this trick? If Brooks and I are talking, we're like, Brooks and I are really sneaking up on this guy, right? Hey, it's a nice uniform. And I just kind of back him up. Or maybe Brooks just runs over right here, right behind him. And you can imagine what's going to happen next. Brooks, are you ready for some judo? Brooks, stand up, take it out. Thank you very much. Brooks is strong. You saw his Taekwondo skill in the forms, but normally you wouldn't think that Brooks should be able to throw somebody like this. But thank you very much, Brooks. That was the principle of judo, being in the right place at the right time, and literally you kind of let your opponent throw themselves, right? Having that for months. Thank you very much, Brooks. Judo is the same way. That's the principle of judo. So there's several different throws in judo, and you've seen many of them today. Steve's going to help demonstrate some of these throws. First of all, I'll point out we use a different gi because with all the tugging and the throwing, and there is a lot of this. We wear a very thick training uniform, and that's called a judo gi. So with any kind of grip, Steve on his own is pretty solid. I couldn't throw him. Brooks couldn't throw him. None of us could throw him. But if we start moving and I get him off balanced, then he's easy to throw. And now for me, it's just a matter of getting in the right position. So if I can get him off balanced and then fit in, he just falls around. And then if I really want to be mean, then I don't. But on that, I make this chest contact right here. I can follow him and land on him as we go down. And then I'm jumping on him as he hits the ground. That alone is self-defense. We're going to do some other things from there. But essentially, there's 8 different directions that he can go. He can come forward towards me. He can go backwards. He can go side to side or any of the diagonals. So in 8 different directions, there are hand throws, there are hip throws, and then there are foot techniques. So in any direction, there's a hand throw, there's a hip throw, there's a foot technique. There's actually 64 different major throws in judo. So here are a few of our favorites. The first one, Tomoe-nage, cowboy and Indian roll. You've seen this a couple times. This is great. When this guy he's a big guy and he's hunched over, all I really need to do is get underneath him. I'm going to drop on the ground. But as I drop, I pull him forward just a little bit. And then he really is just going to kind of go over my foot. He drew the short straw, so he's the good guy. There were only short straws. Then this is one of our favorite throws. This is called Uchimata. I'm going to scoot in real close to him, which is where you would think is the last place you want to be if you're being attacked. But if somebody's attacking you, I'm not going to fight them. I'm going to go with him. I'll get in next to him, and then I make sure he knows he made the wrong decision. And then as I lean this way, my feet are kind of dragging in between his legs anyway. So all I'm going to do is basically be just a human teeter-totter, human seesaw. This is Uchimata. Or mostly Uchimata. Then my favorite throw is I get him leaning this way, and when I just drop and hang my body weight on him, he's got no choice but to go up and over. Fast it looks kind of different, but slow you can see, if I can get his weight coming this way and just pull and loop, he's got no chance, he has to go over. All right? Now I'm in an advantage position, and he's already and then we have backwards throws, Osa Nagari and Uchimata. So what happens now is if I'm starting to pull him this way for the throw, and he knows it, and he's trying to defend, again, I'm not going to resist him. I'll just go with him. All boils down to this. His two fists against my two fingers. He's going to try to keep his fists together. I'm going to separate his fists with just my two fingers. Here it is. A little bit of a parlor trick, but this is the essence of the martial arts. I don't need to be strong. I just need to be smart and have technique. He's going this way. He's so strong, I could never get his fists apart. But I don't need to. I don't need to fight him. I'll work with him and get my own goals accomplished. And that's what we all do. I think we're going to move into some break. We're going to wrap up. How much time do we have? We got plenty of time. Question and answer and breaking. Breaking. You've already seen one example of the boards being broken. We're going to have other people show their breaking techniques, and then Steve is going to break some blocks too, some concrete blocks. Again, the boards themselves aren't quite so difficult. It is only wood, but it is wood. So the students have to be focused. Their technique has to be right on, and they have to be sharp. So it's a great tool for training. It also looks very impressive. So let's see. What are your favorite techniques? We know you like the flying side kick. You want to break the techniques? Front snap kick. You like the knife hand shot. All right, here we go. We've got 3 boards. You guys want to come up? All right. Oh, Emily, what are you going to do? You guys back off that way. Give Brandon a chance for his running, flying side kick. Brandon's not even a black belt. He's up here with all these other black belts. Brandon and John and Irie. We've got a couple of really exceptional students. And certainly Mary. And certainly all of our other students are already black belts, and we just have some really talented kids. Okay, front snap kick. This is kind of tough because if you point your toes wrong, can you imagine kicking a board with your toes? But Mary can do it. All right, Irie is going to show some hand techniques now. This is a knife hand. This is an advanced technique because if your fingers are apart, well, it's kind of like the desk ball thing. Well, all your knuckles are going to crack, so he really has to keep his hand tight and use it as a single element. Axe kick. Axe kick is a great technique that combines flexibility and speed. The axe kick is great because it looks like an attack at first coming from below. So if poor Emily, I should say poor to the guy who ever attacks you, if Emily's ever attacked, she's going to fake him thinking that he needs to defend himself low, but really all of a sudden he's going to find himself being attacked on the other end. Speed brake, speed wheel. Oh. You got a speed wheel in you? All right. So Gavin is not only going to do a wheel kick, but he's going to do it so fast. I'm not going to hold the board for him. I'm just going to pinch the board in the air. He's got to go so fast that only the air behind the board provides enough resistance for the board to break. That's what we call a speed brake. Which way are you going to kick? That way. You're going to catch yours. I told you, front row costs extra. I kick too high. You're too flexible. Closer. But you know the boards are real. That was good. All technique going this time with the hand. So this is going to be a speed ridge hand. Kind of like Irie's knife hand, but the opposite way. Ridge hand.
You already broke one, Gavin.
He wants to break again. That's not a little guy holding the board either. He's 6'3". I think we're going to have Steve set up blocks here just on the edge of the carpet. A concrete block break. Not one count. Not two. It's like a Ginsu break. One more. Four.
Not like that.
He knows what's coming. Four concrete blocks.
Now, especially you guys, my first time ever attempting 4 blocks. I thought I'd give you that pick.
He could do 5.